We are a month and a half away from Fortnite Season 4, and everyone is talking about what they want to see in the game and all the new leaks that are coming out. Guys, listen, I get it. We have first-person mode being leaked. We have weapon charms. We have controllable NPCs. Impulses are being added to the game, motorcycles, skateboards, all that good stuff. But it's not risky enough. Fortnite didn't become the gaming juggernaut that it is because it didn't take risks. And that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna reintroduce some risk into Fortnite. I believe I've compiled a list of things that would make the perfect Fortnite Season 4. And to start us off, we're gonna get into Fortnite's story. Now, I understand that not everyone is as invested in Fortnite's story as I am, but we can all agree that Fortnite's story definitely has a huge influence on what changes the game makes throughout the season. We know that in Season 3, this plant chick is making changes to the map via the reality tree. And I'm pretty sure for the end of season event, we're gonna come face to face with her and fight her, and we'll probably win. But what if by winning and defeating her, we actually lose? What if she was actually trying to heal the 0 point by merging both sides of the island that were ripped apart from the black hole event? Now, by defeating her, we've actually left the 0 point even more exposed than ever before and leaving it open to attack by Geno. Now that the one thing that was preventing Geno from fully conquering the 0 point is gone, he's now going to do everything in his power to corrupt the 0 point. And that would be the theme for Season 4. Keep in mind, Halloween also takes place this season, so this would be a great way to introduce Halloween skins and Halloween themes into the storyline. I think specifically when it comes to Geno, he could use the power of the cubes to not only corrupt the map, but also reanimate dead characters. For example, maybe there's a cube version of Dr. Sloan or old Imagine Order guards that pop up on the map. Because of all this craziness going on, it is our responsibility to gather a team together to fight Geno. And that's where we get into the Battle Pass. I think the focus of this Battle Pass should be to bring back old characters who were pivotal in moving the plot forward in Fortnite's story. For example, Midas, the Paradigm, Dr. Sloan, the Ice King, the Fire King. Characters like that had a huge physical impact on the map or the story, moving it forward and giving them updated versions of their skins and putting them inside of the Battle Pass. This Battle Pass would have 0 collaboration skins, but the ultimate kicker would be the secret skin for the season, and it would be none other than Geno himself. To create synergy between the Battle Pass and the actual story, I think it would be neat to have quests that come out every week where we meet the different characters that we unlock throughout the Battle Pass. I also think it would be interesting to have Midas kind of help us along on this entire journey. So kind of like how in the Resistance quest, it was the scientist or Jonesy or the Imagined that was giving us instructions on what to do each week, I think it would be cool if Midas was the one who was directing us to each different character and finding out where they were located on the island, recruiting them to join an Avengers-like team to ultimately fight Geno at the end of the season. I think this would also be a good way to explore the backstory of specific Fortnite characters that we don't know much about and also get some much needed answered questions to the lore. It would also be cool to see us unlock bonus cosmetics related to each skin depending on what challenges we did for that week that was related to that character. Now, in keeping with the theme of Geno corrupting the map, I think it would be neat if the map itself were to reverse back in time. What do I mean by that? So let's say that in order for Geno to take full control of the map and the 0 point, he needs to regress the island back to its original state. So what we see throughout the various weeks are different stages of the Fortnite map and how it existed in previous chapters. And I'm not talking about just getting small little POI changes like we're getting now. I'm talking about full physical map changes, changing entire areas, landmarks, old OG locations, and POIs. For example, this season we're getting small bits of Neo Tilted and Coral Castle added to the game. Forget that, I'm talking about taking a chunk of the map and maybe bringing Moisty Mire back, or maybe bringing the Ice King's Mountain with the full castle back onto the map. Significant and notable terrain changes to the map. Maybe some of the old mountains from the OG Chapter 1 map would start appearing where they were. But it's not just about the POIs or the physical changes to the map, it's also about the loot pool. So as the weeks progress, we'll see older weapons coming back. So maybe we'll see the plasma cannon, the pump shotgun, launch pads, spike traps, maybe even zap traps being added back into the game. It would be a perfect blending of old and new Fortnite together, under one map. But that's not it. I said we were taking risks, and believe it or not, this isn't even the biggest thing that I would do this season. In comparison, these would actually be the smallest changes being made. The biggest one would be the map that we actually play on. More specifically, us being able to play on 2 maps. You know how Apex has its map change about every 45 minutes to an hour? What if Fortnite did that, but the map changed mid-game? So for example, let's say you're playing a round of Fortnite, and 8 to 10 minutes into the round, the map physically flips over, or we get teleported to the other side, to the flip side. So you're on the Chapter 3 map, and you get teleported or flipped over to the Chapter 2 map. Even with that concept alone, there's a couple different ways that you could do it. Like I said, one would be to physically teleport us through like a rift onto the other side of the map, which would be the easier option. But the one I would like to see is the map slowly tilting and tipping over. Imagine having to fight on a map that was vertical. So the map goes from being like this to like this, to eventually flipping completely over like this onto the Chapter 2 map. But what would make it interesting and dynamic is having to build or play on a map that's literally standing up on itself. So all the mountain peaks, all the buildings are pointing out like this on top of the map, and now you and your teammates have to fight and build your way up in a vertical battle. The only problem is you could not do this in 0 builds, so that is a limitation. But maybe you could make this feature only applicable to build mode and not 0 builds. Maybe in 0 builds it could be more of the teleportation feature than it would be the physical map flipping over. Regardless, this would change the entire meta, and how we look at Fortnite, how we play the game, would be completely transformed. No other game has ever done anything like that, and like I said, we are taking risks this season to make Fortnite more compelling. We also know something like this is possible because of the event that we had with the spaceships last summer. During the abduction event, we were literally teleported into a spaceship and fought on different land masses, jumping around from location to location, playing on old POIs. This would be something similar, except we're just going to another map. Ultimately, guys, these are just a few different ideas that I had for how we could create the perfect Fortnite Season 4, and which one was your favorite? Leave a comment down below and let me know. And also, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel to see what video I come out with next week. In the meantime, why don't you check out one of the 2 videos that YouTube has selected for you down below. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.